好啦，那我们就去血与酒了。这个问号不太想解，还得先回去。等一下啊。Ow! 我们要去新地方啊！
Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Palmerin? I told you. The Griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyran and Palmerin de Lonfor. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be short, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our, surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. The tyranny of bandits the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
No point fighting bandits. Kill these and others just as bad or possibly worse will come in to fill the void.
To cast a blind eye upon the evil. There is no honor in it.
Can't stay here to protect these folk from the dangers that come their way daily. Saw what I saw. Heard them urge you to leave these raiders alone. Must have good reason to do that.
Do you suggest that should we help, we assume responsibility for their fate, for their lives? This burden we cannot agree to bear.
Geralt speaks wisely. We know neither this land, nor its peoples, nor its customs. And we have come with another duty altogether.
How I long to return to Toussaint, where all is simpler.
Soon, my friend, soon. First, let us convey our missive to Geralt in the manner tradition ordains.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, "Bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone." The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract? Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you. Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
出发啦！
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
Oh,
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
这边有一个成就，我不知道捡不捡得到。
For my lady! Watch out! I kill a monster!
没有，然后射到他的眼睛。没有中啊！我是要把他眼睛打下来。 洞也太小了吧！打不到哎！中了！箭射死。
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfitted. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
战利品是挖什么？挖头、哦。那真的是挖头，头被我砍掉了。大块，红色突变物，我还不放过来，加20%欸。你看一下哈，对怪物使出致命攻击了，200经验，没有用啊，还不如我的族群之王的王冠。 怎么了？看一下，那个钳子拿到剩下你的猪，这什么猪娃娃？拿到这
Brave
个
kid, Guillaume.
突变与师匠级受磨练中。好啊，
Parmanin oversaw his
我们现在有了吗？没有吧？不知道变师匠。对啊，
Guillaume is his kid.
地方超漂亮的。
Something's in the way.
Help! Help me!
Slower.
我，不要冲动，不要冲动。只按到攻击键而已嘛。
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
Slow now.
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything. Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
投身
Walked
特
along the
手，
shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests. Careful.
You all! My name is not Milton the Pirate Lady!
哎呦，怎么扎那么远？行不行啊？
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Hello，
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat, recently, probably to transport the body somewhere.
不管怎样，先捡箱子。嗯，这。啊！上面是什么？
Chief, one of
秀
them
车 DLC 缩
DLC.
写，靠
A noble's
标。
accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
穿太重了，是不是？跑那么慢。
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomrin's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
听说陛下从北方找来什么人血杀手来解决恶兽，干！悬赏白狼，公国财政还公款，豪森特公国总税务长办公室公告，奥克兰昆特牌大赛，护送商队。
Clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Like Milton said, I've come from the north at the Duchess's behest to deal with the beast.
Yes, but who are you? A knight? A mercenary? A soldier?
Geralt is a witcher, a master of his trade. He has questions for you about the beast's most recent victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
这是谁？
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
That could only mean trouble.
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Oh?
哇，喝酒喝到悬空了。
Normally
Could replace them with...
replace crayfish.
Show me...
新牌，这个应该不用买了吧？还是买一点好了。药酒也要，好贵。买一堆东西卖给他吧。野猪獠牙。 灰烬不知道有没有用，忘记了，好像没有。不收。50
Not
哦。
likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder.
就用这一套牌，一路打到这了。哟，你也有。史凯利杰牌组。 我靠！我这张有点猛哎、干他太过分了吧！ 怎么觉得我好像要输了？我要收一张回来吗？12，危险！这张是干嘛的？红牌，同一牌，要变熊哦。我先把这张收起来好了。烧。他没牌嘞，好险！
Oh, dear greetings.
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about?
Yes, about a Nordling
北方
who
人
would
想用
replace
鱼
crayfish
肉
with
代替
pike.
鳌虾。
Ask to Syria.
And the text.
Thanks. So long.
所以你就是不会告诉
Fellow
我。
with a fish hook like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
They say
看看哈，哦，这是什么？哦，这个牌。丛林历险，这很远还很近？很远呢。葡萄酒大战，看起来应该还不用太早解，先解我的巨兽吧。不对，恶兽不是巨兽。这边应该也是问号有经过去碰一下。
nothing to see here. Move along.
哦，对齁，我们现在要 DLC 配装。 对，毒药伤害转为补血，黑血要放这里好了。白色的是增加肾上腺素的。好。 我不怕毒啊，你来毒我啊！啊，我感还是会痛。不怕毒啊！让你喷，让你喷！好。让你喷。 干喷爽了没？还有啊，烧掉，烧掉。 直接给大绿耶！毁了武器。爱丽丝武器可以在战斗中储存能量，武器颜色转为红色时，使出强敌击便会释放磁量，使出额外强力一击，但会损耗攻击者一部分生命。可以啦。可是我没有去上那个铸模。
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry. Damn it. Killer must still be here.
假牙。
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. In the cellar. Gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart.
吸血鬼。
Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar.
怎么了？突然
Hurled against the wall with great force.
有吸血鬼条目。来个女吸血鬼。匿名建议。
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers.
黑血
Took a
跟
lot
月
of
之城。
strength to batter this down.
好啦，因为剑油太麻烦，补上。
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Oh. 这游戏的女生都有腰窝欸。要死我！
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Show me what
看来你是没有吃过我的黑血饭。再扣血。月之城呢？为什么是两个反魔法？砰！他很会耶！给你吸，给你吸，舒服吗？舒服吗？ 会变透明的啊？变透明的欸。要不用刻意捡什么的，已经最后一个 DLC 了。
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
一大堆问题。哇，这干嘛？赛马？比武？我这边优化比较差，把这个改60好了。 看这样会不会比较好一点？铁匠，我来了！遇到你我就很高兴。
What have you?
卖！哎，可以穿了，为什么等级都减1啊？是40等吗？ 居然可以穿了！先打开。啊，巫师。可是我都没新牌可以用哎。这张有什么作用啊？牌组中找到同名的名字，马上打出。我也就1张而已啊，这个。 打牌有歌哎，感觉真不错。16完了。为什么这不是1啊？没牌了，我还赢你耶！来钱啊！又可以穿了哎！哇哦！重量甲，其实重量甲有点尴尬。额外暴击伤害暴击几率10， 75%、10%，这只比较强哎。中毒，致命攻击。可是这样就不能。看我的符文又要重弄。
No, you're bit.
Over here.
哎，猪排哇，太赚了吧！我知道他要干嘛了。 哇塞，他牌有点猛哎。都给你，都给你，看你有多少牌。好会哦！哇哦，爽哦！他拿我14当挡箭牌，我靠！但我没办法烧他，真是厉害！我这边有什么？哇，没有牌可以拿起来。看这个我怕它烧哎，那我就知道，那我就烧你12啦！啊哈哈哈哈哈哈哈！哈哈哈！害到自己了吼！
Let's see we.
它这个有新的那个，对，90活力，骑士伍德，这好了。 眼罩60好像没有很差哎，110要不要买？
So long.
Over here.
眼罩60，要哎，袋子要买。
Let's see we.
眼罩不用60。
So long.
Armor.
麻烦，
Let's.
要卖东西。好了，
So long.
Here must do it. Over
就
here.
这边，
Close one's good
这边列注魔，
I get it.
风衣、修理衣处拆解。对啊，注魔只能回去。
So long. Need to speak to the Duchess urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
Our tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Our Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
又是这个。
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this. Damn it.
要GG了。太爽啦！不要，干这骑士太虚伪了。我想让他撞死他。不会啊！ 这边用那个武器攻击会比较好。它的效果有限。哈哈哈，太硬了啦！ 战斗中无法更变。效果。还有 GG 啦！ 什么啊
Shots dive its racer strikes belly, Selma's eyes wrinkle out, blood transforms into jelly. Alas, memory lies crusted, he has breathed his last breath.
可怜哦！不对，这个是，原来你会跌倒哦。
That Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed.
这个是那个神鬼战士。
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
他没有死哎。
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Fake.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace, Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something, need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witch. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
一开始觉得还不
Thank you, Your
错，
Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I
听到
said
他是
before,
停时
I'll
间
need
觉得
some
怪怪
information.
的。
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
真的很方便，这个裙子撕掉就是裤子。
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
到底抢那个有什么用？
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Never thought I'd live to see times like these.
Go! Arf!
我在这里跑不满60 FPS， 还掉到55。
I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs round over there, look.
golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Garrett. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other Phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
所以我们要去找金鱼。教授喜欢，这不就是了吗？
Perhaps an apple will work, or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
直接用牙吸克不就好了吗？还在那边慢慢。干。
Come on, stay calm. Shh. Calm down.
哎，我成功了。
Easy now.
真的用牙吸克就好了。
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
干还要跟我打架嘞，真的是。
Gardens are huge. You better off on horseback.
骑马比较好。爸爸。进。
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Do you think I don't know?
还要钓金鱼。
What the
blazes? Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
嗯，没有啊。脱飞是什么？巧克力还是羊羹？那个不是糖果。
But my, is he manly?
Oh, I feel faint.
啊，怎么都没有？
Look!
Scandalous!
What a scoundrel!
But my, is he manly?
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
阿来。
A key.
太好笑了吧！ 还等你问嘞。欢乐男子。
Behold the leopard from far away, ain't another tomb. Wild, bloodthirsty.
Eights are food to eat. Every last one is free of disease.
这是什么？在吃什么？甘蔗哦。哦，法国面包。我以为他在啃甘蔗。
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out
没草没线，反而
then
多了
end
点水。
like a mouse
水质不
with
是
a
虫
head of hard
头上
cheese.
顶了个宝藏。温室。
Let's see. Grown with ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one locks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
虽然说我有玩过，但这次我真的乱猜的。乱猜猜对了。应该是死了吧？诶，没有诶，死了。
Oh, what the butch?
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Let you kill again.
哎，这个不能。咦嘞！看我他妈反感没有那个了。死过了。诶，可以啊，可以防啊。哦，我知道了，红色组完美反击，我的速度很快。
To stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
这个看过小说应该就很有感触了。
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
So you being here, it's no coincidence?
Your powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlef. I fear he's become entangled, landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlef is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry, I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here, at least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlef is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Awfully good of him. But do I need to know this?
Yes. So you'll understand Detlef is no cold-blooded killer. I believe he's landed in some mess and he sees no way out.
What makes you say that?
Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. about to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
愚人之龙，什么东西好捡啊？有嘞。喂，修补过的背心，按一下哈。干好多，哇塞！哎，还有35的，这已经过头了。没有寻宝，没有看到寻宝。
Don't crowd around.
财政公国是要干嘛的？先不去找那个。这边我还在想要不要全解。
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Quite
here. Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
Wow.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
好了，今天把图片解完，休息。解图片。3+5的4连测试自己力量。人机锦标赛。这曲子不错。他听到音乐还讲这曲子不错。
Someone needs an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
其他都先不解。这里哦，2间啤酒。这很亏耶，为什么是35？哇，一堆35、36。 这支线，看到就好累哦。而且这都3536，这我再升一级都没经验了。哦。先不管了，先明知这边还有一个惊叹号。我怎么进去啊？这个是什么？
The serendipity. I'm so glad you're back.
啊
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you?
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past on your last sojourn in Beauclair.
啊，在小说的时候，
a bit of a bind
是吗
at the time. Do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
这个任务我知道，
Gotta stop by that bank.
我才不要去。古老种族之靴，好像也没有比较特别的装备，对吧？ 打牌打牌。其实也可以不用打了。好了，后面不打了，因为这个好像你不关。 支线已经没有这个了，只有一个比赛而已。我这个牌组可以了，也放帝国牌组。再出一张是多少？12。好。 没牌了，真的是。我看我会记得是应该有个成就吧，大于150，多少300。哎，有哎，大获全胜。好啦，把这个就是现在这个任务解完。可是突变要第2轮的时候比较完整，这怎么还有一个啊？不要理他了。先把突变弄完。又太短了，干！秘密宝藏，进入吧。近视的信，布鲁斯，千万别做傻事。我知道你把塞琳娜埋葬在鲍克兰墓园。还把上次抢来的赃物跟他一起下葬，记得那些金银财宝里头也有我们的一份，别当白痴。都知道你们两个是情侣、爱侣，但别忘了他也是这集团的领导人，这才是最重要的。上次珠宝商曼森伯格那次的报酬我们都还没拿到。如果我们把赃物跟塞琳娜一起下葬，那就太没道理了。那些金银财宝是我们所有人的，奉个面公平公正的。把那些东西分了吧。分完之后，你想去哪做虎，自己淹死。我去哪棵树吊死，随便你。罗宾，啊，为什么会死在这？为什么会死在这？要先找一下那个，就是这个。
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevda, but in our hearts. Professor's journey be to Eldarin. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Footprints, narrow and shallow. Somebody's small, light. Woman maybe? Wonder where they lead. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevda, Valley of the Nine.
啊，要自己找哦。地图在哪？没有叉叉的位置啊。点位置在哪？我靠，这个吗？这个吗？应该是这吧。某个河流的附近。
Site marked on the maps all wet now. Salvatore flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay.
他自己标出来了。哈哈。怎么长得不太一样
？Location
好，他不要出来了。买那个寻宝。
Suspiciously loud for a cemetery at night.
这边还有任务哦。
Strange. Can't hear anything now.
先不要理他。哦，我看到。
More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems.
是哦，不要解那个哦。没有哎，但看起来是卡在一起的。好吧，只能下了。
So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either.
有个大声、细声是安怎？干机车哎，每次接一个任务就跑出好几个东西出来。盗墓者是怎样？所以砍空也会让那个失败。罗宾的命令，那个愚蠢又虚荣的布鲁斯又想骗我们，这次他别想得逞，把十字搞完场子，去拜访我们吃色老板。丑陋脸在生前让人难以直视，一想到他死后的模样，就让我满腔女血。拿走布鲁斯丢进他坟墓里头的珠宝、珍珠和其他值钱物品就对了。如果你在坟墓看到那混蛋，记着把他脖子给扭断，罗宾上。听说塞琳娜死后，那小鬼经常在欧雷莫斯午夜哭哭啼啼，朝着月光吼叫。如果我没猜错，跟那婊子一起下葬的宝箱钥匙钉在他身上，或许我们可以把他丢进湖里，结束他痛苦的一生，给他个痛快，提前他没先跳水自杀。因为那人是他们杀的。豪森特钢剑。好啦，看走到这又不能不解，哪一个啊？天长地久。园丁奎约尔的日记。看，
gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Louis de Corentin died on the day of St. Sebastian's remembrance. It wasn't too long ago. Here lies Margot de Corentin. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noises clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible.
到底是干嘛？一直呼来呼去。
Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
跳。
Ingrate.
稍
I
微跳一
prayed
下
for you that you'd.
Fine job you did of it. Seems.
What's this argument?
Sod off.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me.
Slow down.
This is my crypt.
I was blind and a fool to marry him.
Once, damn it, and as a jest. How many times?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
哇，又信错教了。
I warned you.
Quiet.
Shut.
Who does the...
Must you ask?
True. But my dowry served to repel.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here...
Yes. Take him. Please.
What? I knew.
这是怎么回事吗？连地下的人也要帮忙了吗？
Blast it all. Had I those fairy cards at the tournament in Belhaven,
They murdered you for your...
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards.
要帮哪一边就对了。
All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepioda. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he
在吊书袋酒馆找到查尔斯兰佐。
Heretic, shut your mouth! I shall speak to you no more.
直接把它拿走吧。
No, wait.
Send it to me.
Take me to my mother's grave. It's in the old cemetery. Beneath the outspread arms of a chestnut.
蜜雪
The
林贝
tombstone
罗
bears
斯。
my mother's name.
两个都可以拿哦。哦，不行的。解开木岩，晚上传出怪声音。报仇！不要再咳了，一直在那边咳。知道吗？
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear.
Noises at the cemetery.
Yes, yes, and
Took care of it.
truly? But
夫妻吵架而已啊。
it?
Thanks.
Droopy bubbles. Droopy.
I would kill for advice. All is in order.
Place Margot mentioned. So where's the grave? Under a chestnut. Or so Margot claimed.
树下面这里哦。对吧？这
Micheline Belrose. This is it. Wow, that's done.
等到黄昏。 回去找路易斯讨论。嘿。马基，你在干嘛？跑上跑下的。
Remove the urn with Margot's ashes, just like you wanted. Louis, you there? Should have known he'd stand me up. All right, if that's how you want to play it.
让路易显灵，撒回啦！
Please, put me back. Yes, I'm a fraud. I lied to you.
你不知道牌在哪
The dead Louis.
I know. The man's a gambler, inveterate.
如果我要干嘛了？铁匠。老师的这任务。
I'll kill for a bite.
任务跟那个银行有什么差？我还不是要东跑西跑。
You shan't turn back a river.
上，老板，起床。
The best.
Here to collect Louis.
Ha! That's right.
Maybe so, but he told me a bit about you. Heard you.
Ah, the bum poke. So be it. The sword's yours. But don't leave me high and dry. Give me a chance to win back my
他也要跟我玩昆特。
Perhaps a round or three for coin?
What about the white?
In my home, what I say stands.
好来啊
All right.
机车嘞，他突然跟我打昆特。 对手都蛮好笑的。我的牌组当然好啊，所以没有拿到牌，是拿到一把剑。这把双淬炼，好废哦。对啊，把它卖它好了。
Show me.
卖回去。
Farewell.
No, see you later.
突变，这个吧，对。
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer.
我杀人凶手，对，
Run, Roach.
杀了蛮多人的。下了没有关系。这应该有任务，我觉得。
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
啊，这是雷吉斯碰面地方哦。不好意思啊，没空理你，先去做我的。
What now?
就是这个。多吃
Sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Oh, 看到入口了。这边有钥匙开的东西，染色剂用，有一个开不了啊！结果我不是，因为我走错了。 诶，没有路啊！哇！所以不是这边。没气了。喝个杀人精。哦，这边还有传送门诶。
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Implanted
Sick sense of humor someone's got.
变态耶！我干，好痛！哎呦，啊，吃吧，太咸是不是？是。咸。应该没东西吧？有诶。这又是要通到哪里去了
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
算了，不要往下跳。通条路吧。那边的妆已经不吸引我了。这还有机关被压死啊！ 存档，赶快把他摔死。缺一个。看到。我怎么没看到？哦，这
did it？
那要怎么滑下去呢？哎呦！
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. Is just decoration or...
Unwanted guest! Intruder! You are not welcome here.
9号会说话。
Figured as much.
石像鬼脚掌，撞上去。
This just keeps getting better.
看3个哎，左边线。
Damn it! Back where I started. Back where I started.
对，左边是对的。
All right. Now to find the next portal.
左右边。
Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here. All right. Now to find the next portal.
哦，要跳下去哦，会死的。痛。
All right. Now to find the next portal. Damn it, back where I started.
Now一个是要用什么那个？哎，一下，是不是石像面对的方向？哎，有可能哦。 面向哪里？到了。这一个。嘿嘿嘿。果然是这样啊。 千足虫放逐唯一的慰藉。我犯错的代价真是大，我被驱逐美丽的欧菲尔沙漠与草原，来到这丑陋的绿色国度，所有香味、气味都强烈到让我想吐。不禁感到满心哀伤。以后我的唯一慰藉的，就是我住的屋子附近有一群千足虫，也就是所谓的蜈蚣。看到这些惊人的生物，就会让我想到甲。但之所以会选择安顿于此，是因为沙尔玛的存在。沙尔玛的排泄物会被小型动物吃，千足虫就是以这些小型动物为食。有时候我会偷偷在它们进食的时候溜到它们背后，看它们充满钩子的蜘蛛，看起来像钢铁的大鳄，以闪亮到能当镜子照的胸骨。巨型蜈蚣，小配方哦，这是那个变换配方。
Wonder who's kept in here. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
兽魔猎人突变研究简介：考虑兽魔猎人突变或进行研究之前，必须先注意兽魔猎人的特殊生理和生理生化结构。兽魔猎人在清朝实验经过突变，这些过程通常被视为不可逆转。兽魔猎人因此变得无法生育，力气与感官能力大幅强化。早试炼流程也会剥夺兽魔猎人的情感、人类反射。虽然清朝试炼和其他变形的情报受到兽魔猎人与术士严密保护，但班阿德的路多维克·瑟勒斯丁表示，风筝白寡妇的灰蜈蚣的蛋白质是兽魔猎人突变诱发物的基础。不过，所有能证实此理论的研究资料全都消失了。千里镜，对这个要先走吗？应该还不用走吧。
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
器官。
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
又有千里镜。
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
但那个人是被实验死掉了。所以他在1000多年后变成暴君了。
Just need to pick an entry.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son.
那个是他儿子哦。
When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witcher as my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity.
蛮屌的、啊，他拿他儿子直接做实验呢。
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
他只有一个研究对象，然后就成功了，干也太强了。
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome.
实验对象。
What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations. Further augmented his speed and strength,
越变越强
rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here. Let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
就这么刚好，这里有蜈蚣卵，就这么刚好。
She's not in a good mood.
没有效果。白寡妇。哎，怪事！我都不让人家用招式哎。要考虑换。换轻攻击龙牌。 也没什么效果知道了。
Sorry, need your eggs.
我捡到蛋吗？ 回去的路。看起来没有，只能这样子慢慢跟他玩。有几个？ 看，我差点摔死！脱光衣服并启动，脱着啊！
Intriguing as machinery goes, might work out when I started on his son. Well, time to find out.
他也真敢，但是在里面出不来。有没有笑啊？按 C， 哇！ 看一下，对反击无效的人类敌人与怪物。猫眼变形，我们来看看。拔音暴击，刺骨，魔法独特剑，斗魔猎人剑，拔音伤害，热血。毒性每点能增加剑10丈，这个不就超强了吗？十字弓没有用，对敌人施出暴击，这个好像还不错。解锁需要研究突变数2，啊，怎么解锁？我要先点到这里耶。受伤。这个是什么？哦，减伤。不变4代杀人武器。大绿色没了。看他还要能力点数，太靠北了吧？变研究数2、4。好，我缺几个绿的？还好我很多哦，应该够了。不是啊，没有能力点数点这些东西啊，太好笑了吧。额外栏位所激发能力需要黄色，要用上多种突变诱发物，却能让你在战。所以这可以放黄色的，不行啊，它只能放绿色的。那边点到就好了，没错啊。这个不用点。对于反击无效的人类，不要点。左边不想点。大红色突变物，完了，就没有。啊，那个转换，这是搞屁呀！我还是没有大块啊。我刚记得不是有拿到什么特殊东西？好，没有。死都没有，就这个次等绿色边诱发物要干嘛？哦，这是可以直接拿来做。对了，尴尬啦，没有红色，除非猜自己的。 拆一颗来用。这个其实也不错，变形、重生，点2个，然后这边点1个。没有能力点的，搞屁呀！然后我也没东西可以放啊。要放什么？它只能启动一个。启动一个，干这个，这又不能放这个。好哦，所以等于是没有用嘛？这个空位没有用处，对我来讲，现在我的装备人可以放这个了。整代就有没有放？对，不能用煎药。哦，还是不行。把绿色拿掉，就这样啦。引头，确认一下引头，信没电。我要吃毒是不是？不用吃毒。不太确定。毒蛇，毒蛇，毒蛇，蛇。好了好了，把这任务解完了。确认有启动，可以了。好了，我玩到这了，今天。去走到那个位置，测试一下。感觉不出来，应该是要吃毒药，吃那个煎药啊，让毒性上升之类的吧，我也不确定。 啊，先到这了。存档，感谢收看，拜拜。